Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh boy, you guys, I know this video is going to be long, but makeup wise, this is one of my very favorite times of the year. I'm talking about the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale. I've got all the products here in front of me. Sydney Grace was kind enough to send them over for me to preview for you guys. They've got a couple new palettes. They've got a mystery bag that we're going to be going through and other fantastic deals that they have during their week-long sale that starts on the 25th. We're going to get into it all today. We'll take a look at the palettes, at the mystery bag, do some swatching, do a couple different makeup looks, and go through all the details of what I think is one of the very best sales of the year. Needless to say, I have a feeling this is going to be a long one, but well worth the wait till you guys see these eyeshadow palettes. Before we get into it, special welcome to any of you that are new to my channel. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you enjoy this video, and if you do, I hope you'll consider subscribing. Also, make sure that notification bell is turned on. And with that out of the way, we had better get into it. All right, guys, let's dig right in. So here is everything they sent me. I've got some palettes right here. I have the mystery bag right here. And then on this little flyer right here, I have the details of the sale. The Christmas in July sale goes for 8 days, starting on the 25th, going till August 1st. And each day there's a different sale or different special. On day one, the 25th, they will be releasing the California Coast palette. This is a 9-pound palette. I have both a light and deep version of this palette here today that we will be comparing. So on this day, you get a free California Coast palette with a minimum purchase. Let me insert for you guys right here a close-up of the front of the palette and then a close-up of the light version of the palette right here, along with the swatches on my arm so you can see how they look swatched, and also the deep version right here with the swatches on my arm. You can see how these look swatched as well. And then here's a little comparison of the two. As you can see, just a couple of the shades differ slightly. If you're not familiar with Sydney Grace and how they do their eyeshadow palettes, they typically release a light and a deep version of their palettes, and generally that's just a couple of shades that will differ in tone to be more suitable for different skin tones. I think this is such a brilliant idea. I love that they do this with their palettes. Let's go through the rest of the sale, and then we're going to do a look with one of these palettes along with another look using one of the other palettes. On the second day, the 26th, they will be doing a mystery bag release. You guys, here's the mystery bag right here. I think it is so cute this year. I love this like vinyl red. So adorable. So last year was my first try at their mystery bags. I bought one. I loved it so much that I went back and bought the other two. Last year they actually had 3 different colored mystery bags and they were amazing. I love what you get inside these. I've actually already taken a peek at the different products inside here. We'll go through them both today. They do have a light version and a deep version where I think it's just 2 or 3 products that differ in shade, and we will compare those differences today. So let's jump into this bag really quickly. So the first thing that you get is a brush. You guys, I'm a big fan of their brushes. If you're looking for something to purchase to qualify for the minimum purchase, because you usually get the gift with a minimum purchase, I highly recommend their brushes. If you are in need of brushes, I have their full set. I love them all. I use them all. And this is a new one. This is a nice pointed kind of brush. So here's their regular large powder brush right here. A little bit more round, a little bit more large. This one's a little bit more tapered, a little bit thinner. Really, really nice. I think this will come in handy for blush, for highlighter. You could use it for powder. These brushes are so soft. I absolutely love them. So you get that brush in the mystery bag. You also get a cream shadow. I love their cream shadows. They are so good. And this one is such a beautiful shade. It's the shade Stolen Kiss. These are fantastic. If you like shimmers, but you find anything shimmery or glittery tends to give you fallout on your under eye area and you can't stand that, you will love these because these do not go anywhere once they set down. So here it is, just swatched on the back of my hand. Beautiful peachy pink with a gold sparkle throughout. Ooh, so beautiful. I'm a big fan of these. I think this is going to be a great one to add to my growing collection of their cream shadows. You also get a lip cream. I'm also a big fan of these, and this shade is beautiful. So I swatched it this morning. Well, I looked at it in the jar and I thought, oh no, that's gonna be one of those mid-tone shades that I really just don't like, that I don't think look good on me. I know I just got done complaining about this Milani lipstick that I had issues with because of the shade. But I tried this on this morning and it actually is a really beautiful shade. So the one I have is in the shade Tracy. I don't know if that will vary or if this is the shade that comes in all of the mystery bags, but let me just give it a little swatch on the back of my hand for you guys. Pretty deep. It's kind of like a cooler toned mauve, but it looks so pretty on the lips. So let's go ahead and put this on. I feel like it'll look better when I have my eye makeup done, but so there's that shade with no eye makeup on, which I feel like looks kind of weird, but I love this shade. I think it's really pretty, especially for fall. Such a pretty shade for the fall. So let's continue going through the mystery bag. You also get a highlighter. This one for the light mystery bag comes in the shade Heaven. This is what it looks like in the pan. Beautiful, kind of icy champagne. Look at that, you guys. Oh my goodness, not for the faint of heart. I love their highlighters. I have 3 of them and I reach for them often. They're some of my very favorites. Let's give it a little swatch on the back of the hand. Probably one I'll need to be a little more light-handed with. Again, this is for the light version of the mystery bag. Now let's swatch the highlight from the deep version of the mystery bag. This is the shade Deep Devotion. Beautiful kind of bronzed gold. Almost has like a silver reflect in it. This looks really, really pretty. Probably won't be able to use it on my skin as a highlighter, but perhaps as an eyeshadow. Look at that, you guys. Oh, it's almost a little pink in tone. It's like a bronzy pink gold. There it is right there. Ooh, that is gorgeous. And then you get 4 single shadows as well. I'm such a big fan of their single shadows. I think I probably own almost all of them now. So let's go through and swatch these, starting with the first shade. This is the shade that comes in the light version of the mystery bag. It's the shade Heart and Soul. Really soft kind of baby light pink, almost like a white. It's very, very light in tone. Oh, I love their pinks. They're so good. Look at that, you guys. I don't know if you're gonna pick up like the pink undertone. Beautiful. And then this is the shade that comes in the deep version. It's called Relentless Beauty. Let me give that one a swatch for you guys. Oh, that's lovely. Ooh, that's pretty. The rest of the shades are the same in both bags. This one is next. It's the shade Together Forever, kind of a rusty kind of mid-tone pink. Maybe more of a brown than a pink. So here it is. Right there. Oh boy, crooked swatch. Sorry about that, guys. There it is right there. Beautiful, beautiful color. Ooh, I love that. Then we have a red shimmer. This is the shade Yours Forever. Again, this comes in both bags. Beautiful, beautiful shimmer. It's not overly shimmery. It's kind of more of a satin shimmer. It's not a true foiled metallic. And then last but not least, we have this beautiful, deep kind of rusty red. This is the shade You Have Me. Ooh, look at that pigment, you guys. Wow, that's insane. So there we have it. So this is what you would get for the deep shades, and then subtract that one right there. That's what you would get for the light version. So that is it for the mystery bag. Again, you get the mystery bag with a minimum purchase. I'm not quite sure what the minimum purchase amount is, but I think the mystery bag is usually valued around $50, so definitely a good deal. Next up, on the 27th, they'll be releasing their Mountain Trail palette. Here it is right here. If you are into golds and greens, you're absolutely gonna love this one. Beautiful, beautiful palette. I'll insert a close-up for you guys right here, along with the swatches on my arm. It is stunning. It's giving me very like Nomad vibes from Juvia's Place, which you guys know is one of my all-time favorite palettes. I love these greens. They're absolutely stunning. Love this like emerald shimmer down here. It's so unique. I've never swatched or seen a shade like this, at least not within what I have in my collection. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of emerald, but it has like a touch of like blue or teal in it. It's very, very dark. So this one again is free with a minimum purchase. So if you're interested in this one, keep an eye out on the 27th. I also recommend, you guys, sometimes these palettes sell out pretty quickly. So if there's something specific that you're interested in, make sure you check their website pretty early in the day. So really quickly, I'll just go through the remaining 5 days of the sale. On the 28th, they have a free gift with purchase with a minimum purchase. I'm not sure what that gift is. Keep an eye on their website. They'll announce it that day. On the 29th, it says surprise day. So again, check their website that morning. On the 30th, they have all their palettes, highlighters, blushes, and creams on sale for 30% off. That's a fantastic deal. On the 31st, they're doing a store credit for future use applied with a minimum purchase. So this one I did last year, I think last July, I did this on one of the days. I can't remember what the minimum was, but I think you get, like if you spend $50, you get like a $35 credit to use later on, or if you spend $100, you get a $75 credit. If you spend $150, you get like a $150 credit. Those numbers are probably wrong. It's something along those lines. I did that last year and I had like a $75 credit to use later on, which I loved, especially if one of the palettes goes out of stock that maybe you had your eye on, you want to come back and purchase it later, maybe try getting something else and you can apply that credit to that palette when it comes back in stock. I think that's what I did last year. And then last but not least, on the 1st of August, they have all of their single shadows for 25% off. Again, love all of their single shadows. I'm gonna link for you guys right here the video that I did where I went over all of the single shadows from them. I think I swatched everything that I owned at the time. It's possible that I have a few more now, but I'll link that video for you guys in case you're curious what to buy. Like you want to try out their single shadows, but you don't know what shades to get. I'll link that video for you guys. You can see some swatches and see some recommendations from me. And that is it. Those are all the details for the Christmas in July sale from Sydney Grace. I'm telling you guys, I look forward to the sale probably more than I do the Sephora sales, like the annual or biannual sales. This one I get even more excited about. But now for the good part. Let's try the eyeshadow palette. So we're going to start with the Mountain Trail palette. I'm going to zoom you guys in just a little bit. We'll give this one a try, wash it off, and come back and do the California Coast palette next. Okay guys, so here is the Mountain Trail palette. I think I'm going to go with this middle green right here today. I really like this bronze as well, but I really want to try out a green. With this look, I feel like it'd be criminal not to. So let's just jump in and get started. We're gonna go with this shade right here, Dirt Road. It's kind of very pretty mustardy brown. By the way, I do already have some concealer and powder on my eyelids. I just used my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer today. I have a tiny bit, mostly just like here and on this inner portion of my lid, and then I powdered it with my RCMA No Color powder. By the way, that was the Sydney Grace large blending brush. Now I'm gonna take the Sydney Grace large shader brush, this little smudge brush. I'm gonna take that same shade and smudge it along the lower lash line, just about halfway in. Now let's deepen out that outer corner with a little bit of this green right here. This is the shade Wildlife. For that, I'm gonna take the Precise blending brush right here, just a little bit smaller. It's a little bit flat on the top. I'm kind of digging this brush lately. Like I just put it on the flat part and then just start right at the lash line and then kind of pull it up and in. Does a really good job with this outer corner. I'm also kind of running a little bit of that on the lower lash line at the same time. Now let's go with the green shimmer. We're gonna apply this all over the lid from inner lid, just over the halfway mark. Now let's jump back into the palette. We're gonna take that darkest matte shade in the corner, the shade Trailhead. These names are so cute. And then we're gonna use this kind of as a liner right at the upper lash line. We're just gonna kind of pull that slightly out. A little bit of it down below, just to kind of smooth out that outer corner. And then back to that first blending brush that I used. I'm just gonna lightly blend around this corner. Make sure. Now I'm gonna add a couple coats of mascara. I'm gonna take my Milk Kush mascara, then I'll zoom out and show you guys the finished look. And here's the finished eye look with the Mountain Trail palette. So I realized I didn't put highlighter and blush on. So what I wanna do, I wanna go in with a little bit of the highlighter that came in the mystery bag. Again, this is the shade Heaven. Let's take a little bit of this on my Luxie highlighting brush and add that to my cheeks. And then we're gonna add some of the lip cream as a blush, which I actually haven't tried before. Hopefully it will work out. We'll see. So there's the highlighter. Very, very pretty. Let's try out a little bit of this lip cream, the color I have on my lips, as a blush. So this is pretty dark. I don't want to add too much. So I'm just going to put a little tiny dab there on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to take my Alter Ego number 4 brush. I'm just going to slowly tap this into that brush. And back and forth, we're going to tap it onto my cheeks lightly. And there we have it. Here's the finished look. There is the eye look. Hopefully you guys can see that well. Love that green. Beautiful, beautiful palette. If you are into green tones and golds, you're absolutely gonna love this. Beautiful shades inside here. I do find myself slightly wishing that I had a champagne to pop on my inner corner. I thought about using the highlighter, but I really wanted to just use the palette alone just to see what the look ended up looking like. It is very beautiful, very green, but the type of greens that I would still be comfortable wearing. I can't wait to reach for this in the fall. I'm getting very fall vibes with this palette, which makes me very excited. Doesn't fall sound wonderful right now? So I'm gonna go wipe this eye look off, and then I will zoom you guys back in, and we're gonna try out the light version of the California Coast palette. All right, prepped and ready to go. Here's the California Coast Light palette. So let's just jump right in. This one looks so pretty. You guys know I love these kind of peachy pinks. This is the shade Laguna. We're gonna start there and build that up through my crease. Let's add a little bit of that same shade to the lower lash line. Now I'm going to take just the tiniest bit of this cool toned purple right here, Butterfly Beach, on that Precise blending brush, and we're going to add just a little bit of this right through the socket. Now I'm going to deepen up the crease with this shade right here. This is the shade Glass Beach. It's kind of like a brown, like a purpley red brown. This is the Detail blending brush. We're going to apply this right at the lash line, kind of to this outer V area here. Just kind of going up and down in like a C shape. And take that same shade, the shade Glass Beach, and we're just gonna kind of shape out this outer corner a little bit. And then run the tiniest bit under this lower lash line. All right, now let's dip into some of these shimmers. So I wanna start with this shade down in the center at the bottom. This is the shade Santa Cruz. It's kind of like a pink with like a taupey purple kind of shift to it. We're gonna apply this on the outer half of the lid, just from the center point towards the outer corner. And now we're gonna dip into this shade, Half Moon Bay. So I think this one in the deep version was just a tiny, tiny bit deeper than the light version, but the difference is pretty subtle. This one I think just has a little bit more brightness to it. And this is going all over the inner part of the lid and overlapping that other shimmer we put down. Okay, I do want to do just a little bit of liner with this black right here. So we're gonna take a mix of this black and this kind of purpley dark brown right there. I'm gonna mix those two together on this angled brush, also from Sydney Grace. And then I'm going to apply it here at the outer corner, then turn my brush so the angle is going up, and then just flick it up just a little bit. All right, that is stunning. I'm gonna add a couple coats of mascara. We're gonna take the Milk Kush mascara again, then I will zoom you guys out. We'll take a look at the finished product as a whole, then we'll finish off with some final thoughts and we'll be all done. All right, and here is the finished look with the California Coast palette. I love this one. Definitely think if I was to pick one up on my own, I would probably go with the California Coast one. There's just something perfect about this mix of like pinks and purples. They're kind of purpley without being too ashy or cool toned. I absolutely love this look. Excited to keep playing with this palette and try out some of the other shades. I'm very excited about the other palette as well, the Mountain Trail. I think that'll be a really fun palette, especially come fall. I know I'm gonna love reaching for those greens. I do wanna do one more thing. I wanna add just a little bit of this shade of lip cream. This is the shade Bailey. This is one of my favorites from them. It's a very light toned, cool pink that I love. Not using on its own necessarily, but if I want to lighten something else up in the center, this is one of the first things that I reach for. Just gonna take the tiniest dot of this right in the center. You really do not need much of this product. These lip creams are really very thick, very pigmented, very rich, so you don't need to like swipe them on like you would a lip gloss. And there you have it. This is everything from the Sydney Grace Christmas in July sale. Hopefully this information was helpful for you guys. I hope you enjoyed me trying out some of these new palettes. Any of you guys that have been watching me for a while know of my great love for Sydney Grace. Thank you so much to Sydney Grace for sending these products over and letting me try them out for you guys. Again, the sale starts on the 25th and runs through August 1st, so make sure you check their website every day for details on the different sales and offers that they'll be doing. If you haven't yet tried out Sydney Grace, this is the time to do it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video today. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me give you one final reminder. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing that before you leave. Thanks again, you guys. I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.